Imagine you are building a RAG system for a laptop manufacturer, creating like a help page to help their users, fix some problems with their laptops. For this, you have chunked the data and created maybe some chunks like you see right here. Now, if a user now puts in a query like this, the query and the chunks are made into embeddings through an embedding model, and then cosine similarity is used to see how similar these are to each other. However, the problem with this is that the query actually loses a lot of nuance and a lot of context when doing so, because you're basically comparing a embedding, which is a lot lower, like less context with this huge block of text. So the way that we can actually fix this is through query expansion, which is like a bit more advanced RAG topic, where basically you can, in your pipeline, you take your query right here and you actually put this into an LLM first. So you have here the LLM, and you actually augment this by creating a fake answer for this. So you ask the LLM to, based on this query, to create a fake answer for this. So the fake answer might be something like, I don't know. So yeah, you just augment the text with, some LLM generated code, and then you basically add this with this, So the output of this should be then something like this, where you basically take this and add this onto it. Okay. So this is then your new query text, which you then out of this create into an embedding. Okay. So you take this and you create a embedding out of this. Then you actually compare with each one. And therefore you have a lot more context while doing this. Another way that you can actually do query expansion is not through augmenting this by creating a result, but actually instead creating multiple search queries and then, getting embeddings from each one of them. So imagine it's something like this then. You take your, you get your query, you put it into the LLM, and then you produce, let's say in this case, just, because it's just for show and I'm a bit lazy, like 3 different queries, out of this, which might help. So you might have augmented the first search query into these 3 other ones through an LLM. And these then are put into an array with this. And all of these 4 queries are then put into, into embeddings like before. And each one of them is then searched, and we might get, different results per search query. And then we remove the duplicates, of course. And then after that, you have like a bit bigger list of results, which you can then put into your RAG system again, through an LLM to retrieve for you an output answer based on the chunks that it got. And yeah, that was query expansion. It's a super, super cool subject. I personally use it all the time in my RAG systems. It just increases your accuracy with your RAG systems by a lot, but with the cost, of course, of latency, because it does have to run through an LLM first. And, you might get more answers like this too. But yeah, thank you very much for listening. I hope this very quick guide explained the topic super simply and very well, and I hope this helps.